Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, here in the ruins at the back of the Druid's Grove, down in these caves and alcoves, we had an incident with some mushrooms on these new ledges that ended very poorly for us. Then we tried to heal the sick, and that did not go as planned either. So we're just going to go through the mysterious door we found. And this looks way cooler with the upgraded lighting effects. There is a guardian statue just there, and there's a pool of blood we can see down the back. So the first thing I'm going to do
Which way to the nearest library?
is have Gale put down this torch. Oh god. I sold his quarterstaff. It's alright, he probably has better dexterity than strength anyway, so that's better. Perfect. Right, we're not going to be quite as noticeable hanging out back here now.
Trust no one.
Let's get everyone sneaking.
Lovely day this. For now.
Then this statue up here is going to be a problem. Apparently we can stand here and make the shot, which is nice. So I'm going to do this a whole bunch, and I will catch you guys up when we finish. A couple dozen of those later, and that guardian statue is no longer an issue. Now, Astarion, if you would get back to sneaking and put out this torch for me. We can now see in the background there's Warrior Gresh. Findal is unconscious. And can't see anyone else back here yet, but I don't suspect he's alone. Spoiler alert, I've played this a few times. I know he's not. There's Torak and Sharp-Eye Gerza. And I think there's even one more up top to worry about. But how are we going to break into this fight? We did get more spell slots and a sorcery point when we leveled up, so we do have a lot of our options available to us. But I think what I'd like to do is maybe see if we can get some of our new spells to go off, like a Crown of Madness, although Crown of Madness might not be such a good choice when there's an alive but unconscious person on the ground here. So maybe we'll hold off on that one for a moment. Right. Astarion's going to be able to sneak attack as an unseen attacker, so we definitely want to do that. If we could do it on the person with 7 HP remaining, we might be able to kill them straight off. Also, something worth noting, if you didn't know, when Astarion, a rogue, gets to level 3, the sneak attack damage gets an extra d6, so it's now 1d6 base damage for our weapon, plus 3 for our dexterity modifier, and then 2d6 for our sneak attack. So getting our sneak attacks off is way more important. Cannot have disadvantage, so we're probably outside of our ideal range here. Here we go. So attacking from shadows, advantage on attack, plus 88% with sneak attack. And we missed.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill him!
So the good news is that our enemies are surprised, which means this isn't a surprise round, but they do have the surprised condition. So they cannot take actions or reactions until after one of their turns has passed. We also have the rest of the party that was successfully hiding back here, so we can attack with them. I'm not going to twin cast anything. This now has gotten a little bit awkward, because we now have Chromatic Orb at first level, and then we have everything else at second level, but it's all out of step for some reason, even when every option is presented twice. But we want a first level Chromatic Orb, I think. And that has done a great job. Condition, wild magic sorcery points. Each spell you cast until the end of your next turn, each spell you cast restores sorcery points equal to its spell slot level. So that came about thanks to the Tides of Chaos that we still had on us. So each spell we cast restores sorcery points up to the spell slot's level, which is very interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have enough spell slots to quicken something to cast it as a bonus action, and even if we did, we couldn't do that because I play that we can only cast one leveled spell per turn. But it's going to make the notion of casting a second level spell much easier next turn. Right, Akidis is now in the initiative order, so we can take a turn with Gale and Shadowheart to get them in the order. Uh, 7 HP over here should be surpassable. There's a crit. Wonderful. I feel like we're getting more crits this campaign, but that's probably just me noticing it. And this one has 12 HP left. I think we can probably just shoot them. Alright, now we are all in initiative, so back to the top with Astarion, and he still gets a full action because the attack he made earlier was simply one of instigating the attack round, not his first action of his first turn. They now have 1 HP left, which is good. They're surprised, they're surprised. Back to Astarion at the top of the order again, because everybody else joined the initiative after the initial roll. So we can probably get this done. Very nice.
Where do I go from
Then we have Akidis, who's going to get sorcery points back for every level of spell that he casts right now. Now I'm going to try and jump over this mud. That's going to give us a tiny bit more movement, but I'm thinking that Tracker here is probably going to be out of range of anything that we might want to cast, which is very unfortunate. So we could attack something completely mundane in order to try and get some sorcery points back while we still have the Wild Sorcery Surge. But I guess that's not going to be really to our advantage. Everything we have, I think, is 60 feet or shorter. So even with a ranged attack on our crossbow, we're not going to get there either. So that's a bust for us, unfortunately. Shadowheart. Can you jump over this? You can. And how about... they only have 7 HP, so cantrip's probably better, or a spell attack, a ranged attack roll rather than a first level spell slot. We do miss. They're going to come towards us, which seems like a terrible plan for them, but I'll take it. Then Gale is up. We're going to have to make the same jump if we want to get around these obstacles. But they're closer to us now, so our cantrips are going to be far easier to hit with. And that's gone excellently. Right, before we go deeper into the cave, we do still have several other Guardian statues to deal with. But it looks like we can help Findal up.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Can we use the help action? I'd always deferred to using a healing spell here. Must have a helpable condition. So unconscious is not a helpable condition. So we will have to heal them. So Shadowheart. I guess a... Do we have healing word prepared? We do, it's this one. So first level healing word for this guy.
Take you.
And he gets a free bless off that.
Thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
No one was looking for you?
No. I'd still be outside gathering herbs if I didn't run into the goblins. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Right, so he's going to make his way out the way that we came in. Now, there are these guardian statues around. Now, I have been told from a reliable source that if we simply sneak around them, they won't shoot us. So, what we want to do is get down to this body here. But I'm worried that if we jump to there... we don't lose our hiding condition.
Don't mind if I do.
So hopefully these turrets won't start attacking me. These guardian statues. And I can actually save myself mindlessly shooting them all down. Because they don't have a vision cone. They don't force me to make a stealth check. I can just be hidden. Which is lovely. So we'll hop back down. Make sure we are still hiding. We'll get everyone else hiding as well.
You have my attention.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Pick through the other corpses that are down here while we are down here. This mud looks a lot thicker and gloopier, doesn't it? And we've got one more there that we can't reach. We could jump, but I'm just going to walk around instead. Astarion was the one who collected a key a moment ago. So we want to find something that that key can unlock. There is oil here, another guardian statue. A whole host of crates and supplies, and a door back there. And if we carry on up here, we find a heavy chest. So we could try and lockpick it, but we did find a key. We find a copper band, 56 gold, and Nature's Snare. Topple action, fly trap. Chance to ensnare target if it is not a plant or a beast. Well, we did sell Gale's quarterstaff earlier. The barrel's causing us no explosive harm since it seems we had the key, so that's not a problem. Scroll of Healing Word there, I suppose, in case you weren't able to heal the friend down below earlier. Potion Invisibility is nice. Thieves' Tools is nice. Good little hoard of stuff here, it seems. Another Thieves' Tools. Empty Healing Potion. More Thieves' Tools. And lastly, a Potion of Acid Resistance and a Trap Disarm Kit.
Just like old times.
Now, I'm going to have a little poke at this door. I've seen what's behind it a few times, but I haven't seen any kind of revelation into what's actually here for any tangible benefit. So, there's this room full of poison clouds. And this looks like it's possibly a hidden passage, but with nothing else here and just the poison fume clouds. Doesn't seem to be anything that warrants our existence here at the moment, so we'll step back through. Still sneaking. We can climb back up here now without needing to jump. And we can try and escape out of the other exit of this location. So we'll have the rest of the party start making their way up. Can't reach destination. I mean, you can, you're just not trying hard enough. You are sneaking, you just don't get the sneaking animations when walking through difficult terrain. As long as we're getting through here relatively unharmed.
Move unseen.
Astarion can pick up with the rest of the party.
If this isn't important. Nice and easy.
And then we'll sneak out and find a stone door on this side to escape this tiny little dungeon. Back to the fresh air of the outdoors.
Tracks. Oh, you can practically smell the filth.
Yeah, we resolved those goblin tracks from where we had once came, so we don't have to worry about that. We can also all stop sneaking.
I need to concentrate. None shall see me.
We have thieves' tools, a healing potion, and a bottle of grease.
I must
Which is-
keep going.
Interestingly opened where Astarion was stood.
Let's try this way.
So over here is where the bloodbath happened earlier. But what we can do is hop up this wall here
I must keep
and then move up towards our map is marked with the hidden cache that we learnt about from the Harper's map that was under a heavy boulder a few sessions ago. And then we've got a ladder here. Everyone knows how much I loved ladders in the last patch, but so far, so much better, which is nice. We've got some more potions of healing, very welcome. A skeleton with a silver pendant of guidance cantrip.
Necklace matches the sigil in that cave. The Harpers were busy.
So Shadowheart can already cast guidance. I don't think Akidis is wearing anything yet, so we'll give him more options until we find something otherwise worthwhile carrying.
Open up.
We've got other boxes, more food that we can use when we camp later. There's a lot of cobwebs here. There's an explosive barrel just behind us. Thieves' tools we do want. And then up there, there's a heavy chest. And we get 48 gold and another bottle of grease for our troubles. Right, there's only one other thing that I'm aware of up here that will be of interest to us, and that is this small stone hole on this side.
How much farther can I go? That might be worth a look.
Right, Akidis saw it, so we'll let
At the
him...
back of the crevice lies a bag covered with spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
We have +1 on our intelligence. This will be fine. And we cannot get double guidance. You cannot stack the same effect twice, which is correct. And we do not roll high enough. I'm not going to spend inspiration on that.
Creatures clutch the pouch possessively. Is gold so precious to spiders?
Let's try a sleight of hand to dart in and grab it. Still with art guidance. Nope. It's not happening.
Pincers pierce your flesh, and pain shoots up your arm and across your back.
So we take 2 damage. The concentration saving throw was to remain concentrating on guidance. Astarion, you've got fast hands.
At the back of the crevice lies a
And
bag
you're a rogue.
covered with spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its
And
mouth.
somebody else can offer you guidance. That's going to do it.
The spiders scatter, and you stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
So Astarion has grabbed that bag. So we have 13 gold and a spider egg sack that weighs 20. Something or some things wriggle within the sticky shell.
A cluster of spiders scuttle inside the crevice.
We could kill the spiders, but I don't think we need to. I think they have minimal experience gain, and we don't need the extra fight. Particularly as we've already gotten to level 3, and we're going to need much bigger fights and quests to get ourselves up to level 4. Don't think there's anything else around here. Shadowheart is going back up the ladder.
Step quick.
So let's come back the way we got up and jump on down. At least the party's pathfinding seems much better this time around. Last patch had a lot of issues when you had a large party of
This way.
sending everyone off somewhere and then everybody just either not coming along or getting stuck. Still not knowing where they want to be on ladders. But they'll figure it out between them eventually. And because we moved away, they should come along. The auto jumping, not quite knowing how to resolve that whole situation, but we got there. Right. Akidis, back at the top of the party, our hero of the hour.
In it. Need to find a way forward.
There's a pouch just discarded here. Stones and gold.
Don't waste a step.
And I'm expecting... There they are. Let's go help these strangers, because that's what we do.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Hello.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
And here we have our first real look at the illithid powers that has been granted to us by the worms that are inside of our heads. So let's give that a go. DC 0, but you can still roll a nat 1 to always fail, so you have a 5% chance of missing this.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured and I wasn't thinking.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head.
Hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brynna. New recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. Mind the true soul. He will. He.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Explain the absolute to me, please.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
And why are you out here?
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
We survived that crash.
You! Brynna, kill him!
Oh, okay. You would like a swift death, I see. They do have level 2's worth of hit points. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's use our new Tiefling ability since we're up here at the front. Burn, Legacy of Kania, Burning Hands, level 2 evocation, 4d6 fire damage. They both make the save, so they take half, unfortunately.
Impero, Tibi!
Command halt, and we failed the saving throw. Cannot move or act. That's a bad time. It's not quite hold person bad, but that is not ideal. I don't think we need anything fancy here. We did not break their concentration.
Lady, help me strike true.
Oh, and strike true we did.
Death is but a word away.
I spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious.
Looks like the Absolute's drawing all sorts to become followers. Impressive in a way.
We've got a Scroll of Grease that we did pay for one recently, but the more the merrier. There's a Scroll of Bless that we will give to Shadowheart because she can cast that spell. And then we'll look at Edwin's body. Just the shaft of a broken spear.
The man is dead, but something shifts beneath his features.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Pole emerges, slithering up past a sightless eyeball. The same as the creature behind your eye.
Please reach out and crush it.
One squeeze should do it, but you stop short. How could you think of harming something so beautiful, so pure?
And invisible. Resist those feelings. 'Tis but a parasite. We'll take guidance. Good thing we did.
The tadpole plops to the ground. Now is your chance to stomp it into the dirt. But it's too precious, too sweet, isn't it?
Right, let's go with Constitution. We did boon that up because of our sorceress powers. Having high Constitution is going to let us concentrate on stuff more and longer later on. But unfortunately, there's no benefit to us here.
Your foot stops short. You want to destroy it, but you simply can't. It slinks away, worming into the forest undergrowth.
Where is it? It's not actually moving away. That's not the button I wanted. Sometimes you can see them as they move away, but apparently not this time. And everyone wants to converse about this.
Did you feel that? It wasn't us doing the talking. There was a power behind the words. The parasite. We spoke, but it commanded.
Just who's being manipulated here?
I'm not sure I want to know the answer to that question, but I doubt these pests are acting out of kindness towards us. We have to be careful. There's a lot we don't know, but we still have a choice. For now.
And Astarion?
So, we're blessed true souls, handpicked by the Absolute. Just like their ex-brother.
who, by a remarkable coincidence, also had a mind flayer worm in his skull.
All the more reason to be getting rid of these things.
I don't know. I could get used to lesser souls worshipping me.
Of course
But
you
you're
could,
not
Astarion.
We need to do something, and soon.
Right, well, we're not going to be doing anything for right now, because now is time to end the session. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.